Hey y'all, I'm Kris.
I'm Greg.
And this is It Worth It, y'all? And today we are going to have a little chit chat while we do our dinner because we're hungry. And we are going to review last week's Pantry Challenge, which was week 1. And we're going to talk through, if you didn't see the other video, we gave you our rules and information, and we're going to put that right here. But feel free to chow down because we're hungry. And we're going to go through the 1st of June to the 7th of June. We are filming this on the 10th of June, just so you know where we're at. So, yeah. So overall, what do you think? How'd we do?
Pretty good. Because for one, it's not really a challenge because the stuff that we're eating is good.
Okay, so flavor-wise, we're okay. That's good to know, y'all.
It's amazing that, we had meatloaf one night, meatloaf in a jar, and it was, a year and a half?
Oh, more than that. 2022, I think.
And it was just fine. I mean, it tasted just like meatloaf that you would have made that night.
Yeah, it was really good. But Greg cooked it, and we did it over at his house, and the way that he cooked it, he grilled it up, and it was pretty darn good. And then he just made this quick sauce that just took it over the edge. So let's talk about food and what we ate. And if we remembered to take pictures of it, we will put the pictures up for you. This is the same meal that we eat. We decided to eat this meal on Monday, so you're going to see a lot of this meal, and maybe we won't show it. But this is just whatever pasta we had open, and then I have a pint of pasta sauce, the leftover tomato sauce from the barbecue, and then we have canned deer meat. So Monday night dinners fly to the table, maybe 15 minutes. So this is going to be every Monday night. So June 1st, we made pizzas. Did we do that on the 27-cent bread that I did? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if y'all saw the community post. We got 27-cent bread at Walmart, and so we made pizzas, and we used canned chicken and all kinds of stuff. Canned mushrooms.
Yes, it was a hodgepodge of
just whatever. And it turned out great. And then, let's see, on Sunday, what does it say? Oh, we had breakfast for dinner on Sunday. That was really good. And then that Sunday as well, we made an executive decision because in this area, the local farm you get to go to, where you can pick your own vegetables and fruit and whatnot, we're going to take this out of our entertainment budget, not our Pantry Challenge budget, which is $0, because we're not going to eat on any of it until after we're done. But we picked black raspberries and made black raspberry jam. I'll tell you what, that stuff was good. Would you say?
Yes, it was really good.
I mean, it was crazy good. And so here is...
we're going back maybe this week or this weekend, because the blackberries come in season. So we're going to go get them. We canned
14 4-ounce. No, that was relish. 7 half pints.
7 half pints.
Or, no, it was less than that. It was 4 half pints, and then we have a pint in the freezer. Or in the refrigerator.
Oh, we had a half, half 3/4 one that we just, we're going to eat on later.
Here. So you see on Monday, I just showed you the Monday meal that we're having every Monday. Oh, and in this salad, it's our lettuce and our cucumbers that we grew here at the house, which is very exciting.
And mine has our strawberries.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we found some rogue strawberries that showed up, and he threw those in there.
She just had them sitting in a bowl on the counter, and I'm like, good way to get them in my diet.
There you go. Tuesday, like normal, like we always do, is leftover day because trash day is Wednesday. So we have kept that up. And then, like Greg said, we went over to his house these 2 nights and we did these 2 meals. So if you want to talk through those two, Wednesday and Thursday, since you prepared them. And I can shove food in my face while you talk.
We did meatloaf in a jar Wednesday. And coleslaw that we'd already had in the refrigerator that was from canned. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I just took it out of the jar and sliced it the best I could and kind of cooked it like a hamburger in the cast iron pan.
Oh, it's really good. And then you just like what'd you whip up? You just used ketchup and whipped up a sauce. Like, what'd you put in it?
Ketchup, mustard, and brown sugar.
Yeah. Like, totally took it to
Didn't
another
need it. Once I put it on there, I realized that it could have went without it, but
it was good with it.
And then Thursday we did ramen with...
And I'm so missed ramen. I am so glad we brought that back because that was darn good. We do have a picture of that, I know.
Yes, we have pictures of that. And we used what you call ugly
chicken?
Ugly canned chicken.
Shout out Sutton's Days ugly chicken. We used a can of it. An old one, not the new one that we just did.
And on the chicken ramen, we had some freeze-dried broccoli and freeze-dried green beans that we were going to experiment to see about maybe saving space in the freezer instead of freezing everything. Mm-hmm. And we just threw them in the chicken stock that we were making for the noodles, and they hydrated back great. The green beans had a crunch to them. The broccoli didn't get all soggy.
Yeah, it wasn't weird and mushy.
No.
It was so good, y'all. We next Thursday though, we know we need to do two jars of stock if we do the freeze dried.
Yes, because we didn't have a lot of soup
left. Yeah, broth
liquid,
left over. Yeah, we're gonna need to. Cause I think that's probably what happened. Is the broccoli and the green beans sucked all the.
I didn't even think of that night.
So I think they got it. So that's cool. We'll just get more jars. That's fine. That's what we want to do anyway.
But as with the experiment now, that just shows us that we can do the freeze-dried vegetables, and they come out once you rehydrate them. Now we're gonna have to experiment a little bit on a month from now. Open up a jar and see how it is, and in 2 months, and get an idea of how long you can actually. How long they'll be shelf stable and still.
Yeah, in the mason jars.
Yeah.
Because we don't have them in Mylar. No oxygen absorbers. We just put them in Mylar or in mason jars and sucked it down with my little machine that I have and stuck it on the shelf. So obviously, if we had put it in Mylar and used oxygen absorbers, it would last longer. So.
And if we do that, then we'll just have to figure out what our serving size would be.
Right.
Right. How much do we put in so that when we open a bag, it's not going...
Right. Because that's another one of our challenges, y'all, is putting the food up in a fashion to where we're not cooking for 6 and having to eat the same meal for a solid week. Like, we're still learning that because we're both used to cooking for more than 2 people. So...
Well, because of the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge in January and February, we really cut down on the leftovers. We really...
Yeah.
Because there's sometimes when it's leftover Tuesday and Sunday, and we're like, we don't have any leftovers.
We don't have any leftovers. So...
And it's not because we're gorging, it's because we've just learned the portion cook.
Right.
Better.
And so then our last meal for the first 7 days of the Pantry Challenge, we... had a weird day and we were all over the place, and it's supposed to be date night, which is like sit at the table and chit chat about the week and turn the phones off and enjoy each other's company and have a good meal. Well, I don't think we ended up eating until like 8 o'clock at night, which is not what we're used to. And so we pulled out some brisket that was frozen, and we did corn on the cob that was frozen from 2 years ago. And it still tasted good. And then we opened up a can of ranch style beans for Friday. So that's pretty much what we did for Friday's dinner. Lunches have been sporadic, if any. I've been eating like the burritos and Egg McMuffins that we had made for breakfasts, because I don't like to take my vitamins without having something on my stomach. So that's what I've been doing. Lunches are kind of been all over the place, depending on if I have to go into the office or not.
And the one day you'd use some chicken and made yourself chicken nachos.
Yep, one day I made chicken nachos and
out of a jar.
So our tally so far in week 1, because we did make that barbecue sauce, so this is a little high, but I estimate that we used 19 quarts. So in 7 days, we got rid of 19 quarts. That's pretty good. That's a case and a half of jars. I'm very happy with that, because that is the goal of this, is get rid of jars June. So
now some of it was we just swapped a quart jar for a
pint jar.
A pint jar.
But that was for the barbecue sauce.
But yes, now we just have barbecue sauce. Now we know that you can make really good barbecue sauce on your own.
Yeah, and that barbecue sauce will probably be used up before this pantry challenge is over. So I'm okay with that. Did we follow our rules? That's the big question. Use 12 jars of tomato sauce. Well, we used 8. No grocery store at all. We have not been to the grocery store. We did go to Eckerd's and pick vegetables, but like I said, that's our entertainment budget.
Well, and that's going towards, I mean, you can only get...
Yeah, you can only get black raspberry.
You can only get berries
at that time.
Because we don't grow our own yet. So we have to go at that select time.
And we have been using, we did 1 jar per dinner. We have been accomplishing that. Every dinner we are using at least a quart. Like today, we used 3 pints, which is a quart and a half. So far we have been successful in every dinner that we've done. If it wasn't a leftover day, we are using a quart jar every dinner. So that's good. And so far, you're right, it hasn't been a challenge. We have 1 carrot left now. And so the only fresh stuff that we're going to eat is coming in from the garden now. So, and we have no actual eggs left. We have freeze-dried eggs that we can use, but we have no eggs and we have no milk.
No.
So we're down to.
We have no whole
regular milk. We've got powdered milk.
I use almond milk.
Yeah, in your coffee.
In my coffee.
Which we already had. But so the refrigerators they're going to get really washed down and cleaned nicely, because there's literally nothing in there except condiments. So anything else you want to add about the first week?
No.
Yeah. So far so good, y'all. We're just kicking and getting, and I guess we're gonna actually eat our food now, because
most of the other things that we need to talk about go to a different for a different video.
Next video
with our garden. We're starting to get some good stuff out of the garden.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get some fun canning videos. Greg did his very first canning project by himself. I was standing there, obviously, but he did all the work. So he enjoyed it for a product that he enjoys that I do not. So we're going to do we read some labels and I got a little bit perturbed. And we turned one of our first larger harvests into something that Greg really enjoys. So I'm excited to share that with you guys as well. Anyway, so we'll see you next Tuesday with the next update for this coming week, which we've just started with our pasta night. And like the video, if you comment, if you have questions or want to have something to say about what we're doing. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. And when we get to 500, I'm going to give away one of my Canon Bibles. And until we see you guys on the next video, bye, y'all.
Bye.